If you really love somebody and you want the best for them, then you want to see them be happy, right? That's the ultimate goal.
That's being mature.
Yeah.
I like your mind. It doesn't mean I'm interested.
Okay.
Good thing.
When we first interacted with each other, actually it wasn't very great. Do you want to tell the story?
Because he rejected me.
That means Angela came. You're getting married is cancelled, and Angela.
No.
There was.
You were in the plan to marry her.
It was in conversations.
Okay.
Yeah.
The reason why I rejected so many times, not knowing my intuition, I didn't know all of these things that he's sharing, but I didn't know that he had not finished.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Iamverse Podcast family. And today we are going to talk about most trendy topic, that is love and cheating.
Oh la la! So that's why you picked Manh and Angela?
Yes.
So that's why you pick a couple.
Oh.
We have a duo couple with us. That is Manh and Angela. Yeah.
But-
and obviously,
But I have a quick question.
first
Sorry.
let me introduce you.
No, just a minute. Did you took them for the first subject or the second subject? Ooh la la.
For both. Thank you, Sami. And actually, the second one is for you mainly.
Thank you for that. It's like honor.
Okay. So here it is, Sami. Sami, the epic cut Sami. The easy peasy Sami.
The rebellious
Sami. The Sami.
The Sami. Thank you guys. I'm really happy to be here in the Iamverse
Now
Podcast
you are
family.
on the other side of the camera. How does that make you feel, Sami?
Nervous, special, interesting, very mixed, confused.
So, what is it that you usually do behind the cameras?
You want the truth or?
Yes,
Well, I think
obviously.
Iamverse family wants the truth.
But the Iamverse family knows what I do behind.
This is the moment where everything gets revealed.
Okay. Guys, if you want to know what Sami does behind the camera, just comment below. Sami, please tell us.
But I don't know if I have to say it or not.
Please, Sami, come on. You have to say.
So first of all, love and what else?
Love and cheating.
Okay, let's start with love. How is love happening or going with you?
Going nowhere. Just the same metro station.
So it will be turn-wise, Man, Angela, and Sami. Okay?
Yeah.
So first of all, Man, do you believe in love? Mm-hmm. Obviously, I know. But still, audience want to know.
I guess so. Yeah. I mean.
Say otherwise and you will not be sleeping
And
tonight.
teeth. Sorry, we're cutting the podcast short.
Yeah. I mean, love comes in different forms, right? So.
And shapes. And
So I
very
have
thing.
love for Angela, I have love for Sami, I have love for you guys, I have love for all the team members. You know, I love Trev as well whenever he scores goals and then he starts shouting at everyone why they're missing goals, you know. For me love is universal.
Okay.
So I don't know if you have a particular question that you want to ask about love in particular.
Yeah, I'll come to that.
Okay.
Angela, do you believe in love?
Of course, I believe in love.
Okay, since how many years?
That's good to know.
Why these type
I
of
believe
questions?
in love since 30-something years. Yeah.
That's good.
Because I know the love for my mother.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
Sami, the great Sami.
The rebellious
Do
Sami.
you believe in love?
Yes, for that reason, every then and when I find a new love. I cannot stay without love, so I need to search for love again and again and again.
Okay.
Now I understand everything. Now everything makes sense why he needs to keep looking for love.
Yeah.
Every event.
Spice up the life.
Every event he's
Yeah.
looking for love.
But it's good.
It spice up the life.
Yeah, it's good. So how many have you had in one go?
What do you mean?
How many love have you had in one situation or one occurrence?
Once I had the experience to love two persons in the same time, like the same amount of love. And then I asked myself the question, who is the choice?
But why should there be a choice?
I don't know, because, linking to the cheating part, I think when you love someone, that's the person who you invest all your love energy into them. But when you think about loving two persons at the same time, I don't think you are investing everything. No, you are just splitting your love into two parts. And that should not be, I don't think that is cool for the other party.
So what's your take on having a romantic partner? Like, what do you think a romantic partner is for?
You know, the funny part is they are the example of a successful relationship. I'm the bad example of, guys, do not follow my lead. I'm the only one here single.
Okay, I think before we even continue, we need to kind of give some context to the people because we're inside laughing.
Yeah, actually.
But can we just give some context? What actually happens behind the scenes, behind the camera, so people actually start to understand why we're laughing about this subject. Maybe Manh, you can give your input. What do we do, Sami? Okay, what does Sami do in our?
Let's not pick on Sami anymore. I think he's getting a very very heavy targeting right now.
No, it's okay.
I think just to give some context to the viewers. So we run events around the Iamverse organization, and we host it maybe at least once or twice a month. And within our team, we have specific roles. So, for example, our dear Roshni, our host, she does a lot of the social media, capturing the moments and making sure that we're all looking pretty, right?
Yeah.
And then she's also very aggressive as well. Sometimes she will say, "Man, do this. Man, do that. No, you're doing this wrong. Man, I'm like, okay, cool." So that's Roshni's role. And then Sami's role is actually very interesting because for those who have watched the previous podcast, you probably have seen you had Triff on the main cam. Well, this guy, he's hardcore main cam person, meaning that he's on there probably 12 hours a day, running the camera by himself.
True.
As so how you guys think, right? Capturing the moments and capturing the essence of the speaker. When, in fact, we've had a situation or multiple situations where sometimes, usually you would have the camera focusing on the speaker here, right? But then sometimes the camera wouldn't follow the speaker and it will focus on something else behind the speaker. We'd have a big LED. Yeah, we'd have a big LED screen with all of our participants.
Like, imagine him speaking and then somebody coming up here. Like,
and then sometimes we'll be like, Sami. And then, oh, okay, cool. We're panning to the speaker. But yeah, Sami works very hard with making sure that he captures the big moments and also the contacts as well.
The best woman.
So that's Sami's role. And then with Angela, she's a law of attraction coach, speaker. She's also the queen boss within the team as well. So whenever I say that Roshni is also very aggressive, Angela is probably aggressive on steroids.
Okay, thank you.
But she gets things done. That's the most important part, because if she wasn't doing that, then things don't get done. So it's important that we have Angela in the role.
I believe that.
And then what do I do?
He's the best marketing man.
Yeah, he's marketing man.
I've got different hats within the company. So yeah, main part is marketing. Also, we have our upcoming launch. What is that?
Secret.
Is this going to be posted before the date or not?
No, after that, I think.
After.
Yeah,
Okay.
So we can say.
So you guys probably have seen that, or if you're not aware, we have a big project around. Can I say it or not?
Yeah, just say it.
I think we should say all together.
But what are we going to say?
How do you know what I'm going to say though?
Let's try it. No, let's try it. Every one of us have an idea.
Exactly.
Let's see if we are synced.
No, we're going to
on three.
Okay.
On three. Let's go.
Wait, it starts with a K, right?
I don't know.
Okay.
No.
I don't know.
You guys.
3, 2, 1. Manners!
Yeah, you guys.
What did you say?
What did you say?
Okay, so we got a couple of things coming up. So we have our social media app, which is called Karma League.
Yay!
Yeah.
The app. I said the app. I was very close to you.
And then we have
Hopefully.
our metaverse, which is for those who are not familiar with. Imagine you're able to create your own reality, but digitally. Or maybe you are, let's say, for example, during COVID, you're stuck in a room, you're not able to go outside. Government tells you, hey, look, you're not allowed to meet other people. You have to stay 2 meters apart. How can you interact with people? So this is where we can, what Master famously quoted, where spirituality meets virtual. So how can we connect people in the digital space? How can we get more connection with each other? And that's where we can go on, let's say, for example, online. And then I can say, hey, Roshni, let's go on a call. I put on the goggles, and then we can interact with each other. We can also feel each other possibly as well.
That's pretty
So
cool.
Sami will
Yeah.
be able to feel someone and the
Yes.
others.
But it's really cool, a lot of the technology that's coming out. So
But I have a question. Sorry, turn
Can I feel someone?
100% sure. But I have a question. You spoke about connection. Do you think we go into relationships just for that feeling
Connection.
connected to another person? Meaning the aim or the goal of any relationship is the connection.
I think for everyone it's a bit different.
Yeah.
So I can use me and Angela as an example, if that's okay.
Sure.
Obviously, that's
Who else are you going to use as an example?
No, maybe Roshni could also input on this as well.
No, but you're not going to use her as an example.
You did not introduce yourself like your status, like your
It's a-
relationship status.
You guys are the guest today, not me. So it's okay. I'll tell you guys later.
So you
By the way, disclaimer: she's already
taken out of
Yes.
out the market.
Okay. Okay.
So you
Yeah,
were
man.
saying?
No, but you were interested in what's that? Ashton
Yeah.
Hall,
So
right?
interested means it's not
She
like
like her body, his body.
no, sorry, his skin.
So man,
His
I like
skin,
your
yeah, yeah.
I like your mind. It doesn't mean I'm interested.
Good thing. She's rephrasing from her
Yes.
previous podcast, but that's good.
So my connection with Angela was actually very interesting. It started how many years ago?
He always asks me this question.
Six.
I always forget.
Around
6 years.
6 years ago.
Oh my god.
And
It's too much, too long.
and for a very long time, I actually when we first interacted with each other, actually it wasn't very great. Do you want to tell the story?
Because he rejected me.
He
Okay.
rejected you.
No
Oh my
way.
God.
She likes to tell the story in her way,
No
but
way.
yeah, carry on,
Yeah.
please.
Okay, continue your story and then I tell my side of my story.
So our first interaction was actually very corporate, very business. So she wanted to join the company. And at the time, I was looking after the company whilst Master was going out into the Himalayas to go for his initiation, right? So I was left with the duties to look after the company, make sure it doesn't burn down, make sure business goes smoothly.
Okay, man. Just
Yes.
a second to make you guys clear. We are talking about Iamverse company only, and they are talking about UK days when
UK
Iamverse
days.
was
UK
in
days.
UK. Right now we are in Dubai. Yeah, continue, man.
Thank you.
Thousands of years ago.
Disclaimer.
This is just a small part about Roshni being, what you call it, very bossy. Yeah. Actually, let's do it this way. Okay, anyways. So yeah, she sent me a message because she got told by a master, hey, speak to this guy and let's see if there's a place that you can join the company. So she sent me this really long message. I think I still have it on Facebook Messenger.
Wow.
Super long.
That's what he thinks.
And I was like, okay, I have no idea who she is, but she wants to join the team. I have no idea where I'm going to place her. So for now, my thought process was to say, hey, stay around the community, have a look what's there, and then hopefully in the future we can see how to go about it. because I had no idea where to place her. And within our organization, we don't hire based on, hey, it feels right. We nowadays hire based on skill set and how we can actually take the company to the next level, right? So for Angela, I was like, okay, maybe in the future we can find something for you. So then coincidentally, we ended up seeing each other in Kenya.
Oh.
After that conversation, we didn't speak. So then we went to Kenya, where we have an orphanage. We meet up our kids, do some volunteering work, and we do some work over there. And then it was our first time seeing each other, and it was very awkward, very, very awkward.
Why? Because he had rejected me.
So then I saw her, she saw me. I was like, okay, how
It
do I?
was love at first sight.
No. I was like, okay, how do I talk to?
Rejection from the first sight.
I mean, we're going to be stuck with each other for at least 10 days because that's how long the trip is. So I got to at least get along with her so that the trip goes okay. We have a dear friend called Jane, was in between us. So she was basically the mediator. And how did the conversation go in the bus? You can carry on with the story, by the way.
So I was just looking for the conversation.
Wow.
So those of you who know, Master has a orphanage in Kenya. So before, back in the day, I feel like we're dinosaurs. Back in the day, what we used to do is that we used to take a bus, matatu, like 8-hour journey, 10-hour journey. And because I was, at that time, I'm still Master's PA, then I needed to be next to Master. So like it was, imagine like Master and Kaina, I think it was, and then it was me just in a single chair. And then it was Jane and Man in the back. So Jane was like, oh, look at that. Man is the one who rejected you, isn't it? I'm like, yep. And he's like, are you going to say hi to him? I'm like, nope. Why would I say hi to somebody who rejected? But in my mind, I had my ego like, look who is now the boss. No, I'm just kidding.
So that's the vengeance time.
Yeah. But at that time, I mean, I think I didn't have anything against him. It was just like, you know, like you haven't met me, then you had the guts to reject it. No, I'm just kidding. But that was my feeling at the moment. And I wasn't like really into looking for a relationship or anything because, I mean, I don't know how many of you here, like in the audience who is watching, like, you know, you go through a phase and you say you don't want to have any relationships. And that was my phase. But at that time, you had someone else, right? You were in a relationship with someone.
Oh, I thought Angela was your first.
Sorry, but which universe you are in?
I just
No, but
thought.
it's good. No,
He was
it's
about
good.
to get married, according to Jane.
Oh.
You were about to get married to this girl.
Sorry. That means Angela came. You're getting
You
married
left.
is cancelled, and Angela.
No.
No.
There was okay.
You were about to get
No,
married,
no,
or
no,
at
no.
least that's what Jane told me.
Okay.
From Jane's point of view, it felt like she understood it that way, but then actually it was just the conversation of getting married. So it's very
okay.
different. Yeah, but carry on, Angela.
Anyways, in my mind, because Jane came up to me and she's like, oh, yeah, you know, man? I'm like, yeah. He's just like, yeah. This was in Kenya, right? He's about to get married. He's going to propose to, or something like, whether you were going to propose to her or you were in the conversations of proposing her. I was like, oh, cool. I was like, okay, I really don't care, but good for him. Then one day, I remember, one day Master was asking me to cut some fruit. And I don't remember. I think it was either a mango or a pineapple. I don't remember, either or. And I see Sami's face, like, why is she speaking about pineapples or mangoes?
I'm feeling hungry now.
But as I was cutting it, Man came out of his room and then saw me cutting whatever, the pineapple, this thing. And I don't know, I think that was his trigger moment, right? You felt the connection at that point that I was cutting
it's
the
actually
mango
very
or the pineapple. I don't know. I didn't feel that connection, by the way.
She was just.
No, you know how you usually cut a mango? Like, some people will cut it like this, but I was cutting it like all one strip.
Oh.
Yeah, I have my skills.
Talent.
That's yeah. We have a lot of skills here.
Yeah, so I got interested in her pineapple cutting skill, but at that time I was in a
Really?
relationship, so I couldn't pursue. But I wanted to have a chat with her and get to know her a little bit more. So,
So 1 second, man.
yeah,
Means you cheated your first one
no,
because of Angela?
no. I was actually, I'm actually a very good boy. Yeah,
Good
yeah.
boy.
Meaning that I before I do anything, I need to make sure that it's clean and cut before something else happens. And I believe that I was very, very clear on that, right, Angela?
Right, yeah.
So
Okay. Guys, do you think man is a good boy? If he is, comment below. He's a good boy. Okay, continue, man.
So everyone's gonna say man's bad. But yeah, anyways, yeah, we got to know each other, got to speak to each other, and then during that time, it was actually, so I don't think I've actually openly spoken about my previous relationship, and actually I think I'm in a position where I feel okay with it. So yeah, so basically for quite some time now with the previous relationship before Angela, I felt that there was a lot of things from her side that she wanted that I couldn't fulfill. So from her side, because of the nature of the way that the company works, very, very busy. And I wasn't able to give her time. And plus she was working in a different job, and it was also very demanding. So I wasn't able to commit to that time.
Angela was demanding.
No, this is my previous relationship.
Keep on, follow the story. Follow the story.
You know, there is always three type of people in a friendship, right? The one that speaks, the one that listens, and the one that is lost. That one is the one that is lost.
And she needs to also be the one listening very carefully as well.
Okay.
You need to follow.
If Mike will watch this now, I'm gone.
You're not
You need to
listening.
listen.
So basically, for a long time, I was feeling very guilty that I wasn't able to give her what she wants, even though she said I'll make it work, I'll travel and stuff like that. But subconsciously, I knew that she wanted something, and I wasn't able to give her. So it was pondering with me for a very long time, and I didn't know what to do. Maybe end it, or maybe try to make things work. And also, it was very, very difficult for the family on her side as well, because for those who don't know about women in Islamic cultures, there's certain protocols that you need to follow, and there's very strict things that their families follows as well. So
Sorry, just because you were in the plan to marry her.
it was in conversations.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah.
Do you know the other part?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so there was a
He
lot
needs
of
to
things.
convert. He needed to
Yes.
convert
Yeah.
Yes.
in order for
Okay.
him to get married.
So there was a lot of things that needed to be sorted out before we can actually get married and stuff like that. So from my side, I was actually okay with that. But then there was a lot of conversations going on, even with my family as well. They're like, "Oh my gosh, man! Like, what are you doing? You're a Buddhist, you know. You're how can you convert?" It's like there was a lot of controversy with the family side. So for me, I was actually okay with it. But then,
But man, this is, if you are okay with that, that's love.
That's cute.
no.
No. Sorry. Here is again how you invest your love energy. This is something that related to anyone in this world. If you're gonna go with multicultural couples from different backgrounds, if both of them they are okay and agree to change their culture, to change their way of life, that's also part of love. Is accepting, and also accepting that we have to.
It's basically I was okay with compromising. So
But why you call it compromising?
it was basically just being in a state where for certain things to need to happen, I'm okay with doing it, even though it might go against what my family said. So I was actually okay with it. I wouldn't have been in a relationship with her for that long if I wasn't in that kind of mindset. But from my side, I felt a lot of, I actually didn't feel pressure at all. I felt a lot of guilt that I wasn't able to give her the life that she wanted. And even though she was saying, man, let's try to work out, man, let's see how we can do it, I know deep down there was something that actually she wanted. And then later on, after we broke up, I actually saw through social media that she found someone else. And then they did the whole marriage stuff. And, you know, I'm assuming she's living a good life now. So
That's good.
with that in mind, going back to the whole topic about love, relationship, cheating, connections, I feel like if you love someone that much, you're also in a position to let them go at the same time. Because if you really love somebody and you want the best for them, then you want to see them be happy, right? That's the ultimate goal.
That's being mature. Yeah.
So, you know, people can say, oh, but man, you should have continued. But to be honest, I could have, but I know for the long term that I didn't want to have her life waiting on something that could potentially not go as how she wants it. So I took the decision for the relationship to say, actually, right now probably is not the best time to be able to pursue this. And it was very, very, very hard for both of us because we've been invested in with each other for a long time, and you know, we've gone through experiences, and yeah, I think that's part of life. You learn, you grow, and then you mature through it. So that part of my life went past, and then coincidentally Angela came through, and I was like, okay, it was actually, people could say, oh, but is it because that you saw Angela and then you loved her and then you didn't love the other girl? Actually, no. When I started looking into myself and did a lot of work with my own being as to why I did certain things, actually, I felt when me and Angela were talking, it was a very, very strange feeling. And the more I started talking to her, the more that I felt like, oh, she has something that I admire about her. But at the beginning, it wasn't love. It was just, oh, let me learn from her. Let me get to know her better. And then over time, I started developing feelings, and then started feeling more connected with her the more she started interacting with me. So then, before I could pursue a relationship with Angela, in which case, actually, she rejected me a lot of times. But then
you rejected me first.
Before I could pursue the relationship with Angela, I need to, actually, it was a sign to just finish the previous relationship so that there's no lingering feelings or nothing, so that it prevents something new to be able to happen. So it was actually, I took it as a sign from the universe saying, actually, man, if you want to do this, then just do what your gut feeling told you and just complete it. So that's what I did. And then actually for 1 year, I knew deep down that me and Angela was going to be in a relationship. It was a very, very strange 1 year because in my mind, I actually haven't told Angela this as well. Everyone's there's a lot of things I'm revealing for the first time, by the way.
Yeah, I didn't know about all of the different things. I'm just going through my messages.
Now I think
podcast.
you're loving this podcast.
Does anybody want to add in or anything, or because I feel like I've been talking too long?
No, I
please continue.
think just before you continue, I think it's very my perception in how I see relationships. Because now that you're speaking about it, I'm thinking into my mind in my personal life with my relationships. And the problem that I had, and I don't know how many people had this problem, was that you would go into a relationship or you will speak with someone or you will have a thing with someone and you wouldn't finish it properly, and then you will start speaking with someone else. And then by you not finishing something that you started it, you will continue to drag on whatever energies. And as I continue being more in tune with spirituality and being with Master and, working in my own spirituality, the reason why I rejected so many times, not knowing my intuition, I didn't know all of these things that he's sharing, but I didn't know that he had not finished. I had not finished whatever I needed to finish with my past relationship. So I needed to also finish completely. And it wasn't until I was really, really, really finished with everything that I said, okay, I now give fully commitment to this person. And now I am open again to be vulnerable. I'm open again to be hurt. I am open after all of my other experiences. If I wouldn't have done that, then I would have continued having this cycle of being, or like people who want to manifest relationship and they keep manifesting, toxic relationships or people that they don't want, right? That is something, how I manifested. I was allowed to cut and declutter all of the past energies to be able to say, okay, now I'm in a state that I'm happy with myself. Now, if I want to have this relationship because he just happened to be there, right? Like, it's not like I was looking for something. Now, this is a relationship, or this is someone that I want to come in. This is a new thing that I want to experience. Then I also have to make that conscious decision whether or not I want to be open enough to have that new connection, right? But knowing that before you manifest something, before you want to create something, there needs to be like a clutter, right? This is the first step in manifestation. You need to cleanse and you need to declutter before something else comes in. So I think not knowingly, my intuition was also telling me, yes, he wants to go like right away, but in my mind and in my intuition, I was like, no, I'm not ready yet. And hence the regression or the rejection happened so many times because I couldn't, until now that you're speaking about it, now I'm thinking, oh, wait a minute. That was my intuition stopping myself, whether because I had fears, whether because I was going through my own struggles. But inside, I was not fully ready to commit or to be fully with him. And maybe you were not ready yet because you had not finished whatever business you had with the other person. So
I want
to share.
I want to add something because I remember in your last recording, in your last podcast episode with Master, you've been talking about me, okay? And Trif has said, I'm not brave enough to go and to speak to the girls directly because I'm afraid of rejection. And the interesting part here, we are speaking about relationship and going into relationship and stuff. Us four, we have the same age. But at the same time, we have a married, we have a long-term relationship, and we have a single by choice.
I like how he says by choice.
You have to put that disclaimer, yeah?
Yes.
It's very important.
Because your story reminded me of my old self back home. I had a rough breakup. I was rejected and... Yeah. So I had a rough breakup, and that rough breakup gave me... because of that, I spent 7 years bachelor, single, by choice. Because I was so hurt that I could not... I will link it to what Trif said. So, guys, go and check the last episode. Yes. So you understand about what I'm talking about. At that time, I was so broken that every relationship was for me just friendship. And I was surrounded by a lot of people, a lot of interesting people, but I didn't have the courage and the bravery to go beyond being friends. And I always say in my system, the person who I'm friend with, it's not the person who I'm in relationship with. I'm like straightforward, okay? I don't know. X, you, I like you, straight away. If it's just friendship, just friendship. There is no growing up from friendship to something else.
So you just put them in friend zone, like regardless. Okay.
Yes, straightforward.
So like you're like a Joey.
Sorry?
Like a Joey from Friends.
I'm not Friends.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
If you're Friends, please type in Spanish. Sami.
Type in.
I categorize everything. Relationship,
but
situation.
you can't, I don't think you can do that, you see, because like for him and I, like I didn't see him as a boyfriend or whatever, but we did grow a friendship, and we did grow, like, you know, like the admiration. And I always tell him this, like, every single day I admire Man, not because he's my boyfriend, but because the person that he is. I see how hard he works, I see how he develops, I see his struggles, and I admire him before I love him. So I think that admiration comes not from a loving relationship, but it comes with a friendship. It comes with knowing the other person's problems or the struggles that they're going. That eventually will grow into love, because love is something that you have to work every single day to nourish the love. So having that, you know, that thing, I don't think for me would have worked, because otherwise I would not be able to. You cannot just say, oh, I find you for the first time, oh, I love you so much. Like, love doesn't happen like that unless you're physically attracted, and, you know, all the metaphysicals and everything just in the same place at the same time in the same moment, like everything aligns, right? And I have been in those type of relationships, but there, like Acharya always speaks about, there is no essence to those relationships, because maybe it is just physical, or maybe it's just at the first layer. But if you, like how I have experienced it with Manh, if you want a relationship to actually last, it's more than that. It's more about the pretty looks. I mean, it is important for you to take care of yourself. It is important that you take care of this physical part, but apart from that, it's like the inside, and how you can actually realize that, okay, I do not own him and he doesn't own me, but we choose to, you know, live this life together regardless of what's happening. But friend zoning at the beginning, yes, you can friend zone it, but it's not too black and white. Like, there's always gray areas in between, especially relationships, because we're humans and we are a little bit complicated as humans itself.
But Angela, you don't see that in today's world. I mean, dating apps, rom-com, all of these.
What's rom-com?
Romantic
I have heard
comedies?
for the first time.
Romantic comedies.
What
Okay.
is that?
Is that like a Netflix series?
Yeah, all of
Like Korean.
romance and comedy in the same time.
Okay.
It's when the two, and at first time, they don't like each other, but then at the end they will
Yeah,
get
yeah.
married and happily
Okay,
after.
yeah.
You
Okay.
see?
Yeah.
Yeah, rom-com.
Ah.
So today's society is bringing this idea that it's love from first sight, that when you love, you're going to marry, and when you're going to marry, you will have thousands, hundreds of grandkids, and you will live happily after, like the Disney ending. But that's not true. But we are not educated. Also educated. We are brainwashed by our parents, family, background, culture, marketing, entertainment, that love and relationship has a specific parameters. And we are too much into that. So, for example, you said your relationship is growing because you gave yourself the time. You gave yourself the faith. And you are learning from each other.
Yep.
But at the same time, today, when you open a dating app, it's just swiping.
I think it actually is a very good point, because you see, I will say that there's few different type of people when it comes to relationship. There is that one type of one type of person, which I was, that everything was, before I met Manh, and before I met Iamverse and Master Shakarshana and everything was related to my relationship, because I had an issue of abandonment from my mom that I felt when I was growing up. So when I didn't realize that, but I started trying to get different relationships to fulfill that abandonment issue that I had, right? And I thought that by me having someone, right, like a person that I can call a boyfriend, whatever, I was going to finally be able to get that love that I was looking for. After I have gone through my journey of spirituality, I realized that actually love is just one little tiny part of my life. And whether I have a boyfriend, whether I don't have a boyfriend, it's just one little aspect of it. What actually makes Angela is her capabilities, her abilities, her spirituality, her different skill sets that she might have. And then when I understood that Angela is not just this person that makes her up, then everything changes. Now, nowadays, it's quite interesting to understand what is actually happening with the society. But if people were to understand that love, like we always speak about manifestation, relationship is just one side of you, right? It's just one pillar that is your relationship. But it's very important, because if you were to choose the wrong person in your relationship, then it gets fucked up again, right? Like it's quite difficult. But understanding that you're human itself, like if you were to ask yourself right now, who are you, like as a person, you will call yourself with different multiple identities. You are a son, you are a brother, you are a cousin, you are a videographer, whatever the case might be, right? But if you actually ask yourself, who are you internally, a lot of people have not even gotten the time to get to know themselves before actually going into that relationship or before going through it. And nowadays people want a lot of fast things, and they want, like, oh, I see you, oh my god, the love of my life, and because of what you said, right, the romance and the things. But if you understand that for you to be able to find, I don't know, the one, or for you to be able to find someone, look for that admiration first. But it has to be a two-way admiration. Like, I don't know how you do it with your husband, or how it was with your husband, but the relationship, the successful relationship, or not successful, the happy relationship that I've seen in my life, like, for example, I have a set of my uncle and my aunt. They admire themselves so much. Like, you speak to them individually about someone, about that person, and they will highlight all the good things about them, how they work, how they hustle, how they are a mom, how are a dad. But they never speak about the way they make me feel or whatever, because that is very selfish, because you're just having that person as, oh yeah, I have him because he makes me feel good, which is actually, that's the wrong connotation to have a relationship. That is not the right way, because if you have somebody saying, oh, I have man because he loves me, no, like, you need to love yourself before somebody loves you.
No, Angela, I think
know?
there is no, like, any happy relationship kind of a thing. If
Why?
you're
Why
married,
you're saying
no,
that?
I mean, there is, like, good days, bad days, right?
Yeah.
So it's not like every day is happy days.
Why you don't
So we
make
fight
every day
also,
happy
we
day?
love also, we go out, we chill also, we sit at home and we just hate each other. Everything is there.
and that is completely normal.
Yeah, it's normal.
It's normal. But it's the commitment that you have towards that person, knowing that you're going to share. Because, like, anybody who says, oh, I don't have any problems, or, you know, like, to be honest with you guys, I don't think we really fight with Manh nowadays. Like, it's very minimum if we actually fight or whatever. But we understand that, okay, he had a tough day at work or a long day at work. Then we have communicated enough to understand what triggers him, what triggers me. And by us communicating that, then I understand that, okay, he's not mad at me, but I understand that something happened at work that maybe I was not present, and I'm just going to give him his space, right? But it takes some time to communicate, because I'm a very sensible person. Like, the way that you speak to me, all of the different things, right? He has learned to accommodate himself to me, right? But at the same time, I understand how he operates, because there has been the time for us to communicate to each other and say, hey, I don't like this. Don't do this. And if you're willing to work on those things, and if you're willing to do all of the different things, I think that has been, like, the key to last a longer relationship. But knowing that it's not an easy fix. Like, you're human itself. Like, if you ask yourself, like, you're complicated on your own mind. You have your own ways of doing things.
Okay,
right?
Angela, so I have a question. Do you think, like, in a relationship, like, if you're working together in the same company, that works? Like, I don't think, because if me and my husband in the same company, then that
It's a valid question,
Yeah.
actually.
yeah.
And it also comes down to what Angela said. It's about communication. So the way I see it, there's phases in a relationship, in a romantic way. So at the beginning, there's the pursuit. right? You're looking, you're discovering it's new, it's interesting. You want to get to know them, and then you want to be able to, lock the deal, right? With Angela, it was actually very difficult at the beginning. And she mentioned about the multiple rejection. Actually, she wasn't kidding. There was multiple rejections.
Like how many?
And actually, there was, I think it was like 5.
Well,
That's the official number, or that's the real number?
No, that's the real number.
Yeah, it was 5 times.
And then, I at that time, it was actually very strange how I came about in this pursuit, because I grew up with a single mom. So I didn't have a father figure to be able to get guidance on how does a man be able to attract a woman, right? So this is Angela going to hear for the first time, but I think it will be interesting. And also for our viewers, if any of you guys are guys or maybe women, and then maybe you're wondering why there's like multiple people or like guys trying to pursue, you're probably going to experience or see the behind the scenes of what a guy would do. Okay. So she rejected me multiple times. I was like, okay, what's wrong with me? Right? So I'm like, okay.
That's a normal question.
On YouTube, I looked on how
No way.
how does a
No
how does
way.
a how to what you men's what was the thing that I searched? Basically, it was just how to get a girl. Basically,
So in short, man was judging himself.
no, I was seeing what is the strategy, right? But actually, there's no particular strategy on attracting a person. Actually, there's what I've found out now is completely different to what I believed back then. Anyways, she was very difficult. She rejected me multiple times. I was like, what's wrong with me? Okay, let me see how to actually attract a woman. And then actually, funny enough, there was this guy I was following on YouTube, and I forgot his name, but kudos to him. There was actually some things that worked. Anyways. So the problem that I was doing, which I was not conscious about, was I was so focused on trying to get her to say yes, which actually should not be the focus. If you are wanting to attract a certain person, you need to be in that kind of vibration where you are interested in that relationship, but at the same time, you don't put so much weight on the result. So what does that mean?
You're detached from the outcome.
I detached from the outcome. But at the same time, I made it very clear to her that I was interested. Was I clear about that?
Yep.
After 5, of course.
So that was very important. As a guy, this is what a lot of people face, is that some guys, they're like, oh, why do I get put in the friend zone? It's because you're not clear, or your message to the other person was not very clear. So without thinking, I did that very well. But at the same time, I was too focused on trying to pursue that relationship. When in fact, on the other side, when I was focusing on getting work done, looking after myself, making sure that I'm pursuing my
You
personal
actually
goals.
lost a lot of weight in the process of it.
I saw your videos, man. If you guys
Yeah, I was
haven't
actually
seen,
ve- I was actually
go back
very
to
chubby.
Iamverse Podcast and you will see that man was totally different from this right now. This man.
Once I put more
Different,
focus on myself, and then over time, actually, Angela felt the gap that I was not putting in as much as I did. So then what did she do? She would invite me to runs at night. She was like, hey, man, I'm going to go for a run. Do you want to join me? I'm like, it's working. This guy makes sense. So now, this also is useful for Triff as well, because he's looking for a girlfriend as well, right?
Taking notes.
So step number 1, you make it clear that you're interested in that other person. Step number 2, you communicate, you go out for dates, you get to know them better. Step number 3, you detach from the outcome on whether this relationship will happen or not. You focus on yourself, you improve yourself, you focus on your goals. And then if she or the guy feels like, hey, look, this person I want to pursue, then you allow them and you
Seal the deal.
seal the deal. Exactly. Thank you, Sami. So that's what I learned through Angela. So she taught me a very, very powerful lesson. So this is what I see as a problem in society as well. You think that by doing every single thing, you're gonna be able to achieve that goal if you continuously work on it. But actually, sometimes it's actually a good thing to take a step back, focus on something else, without expectation of that other result to happen. So that was a learning that I
But
had.
this is a manifestation, because you see that's the biggest problem that most people have. Like, of course, you're not gonna be like walking up to a random girl and be like, "Hey, I want you." I know you're not gonna
Sami.
get it.
No,
I don't do it.
No,
No.
I know someone in our team who does that.
No, I don't do it. No.
There's somebody in the team who does that.
Who?
Yeah.
No.
Me?
No. There's somebody in the team. Yeah, off the record.
Okay.
I can tell you guys
Is
later.
he still with us?
Off the record.
Yes,
Okay.
it's over there.
But okay, first of all, you need to do your research, right? Like,
Yeah,
what
of
is it that
course.
you want, and you need to find that person. But that's how manifestation works. You need to be clear about what is it that you want. And I think for me, going back to what he was saying, like, I was pretty clear about what I didn't want in my relationships. Like, I didn't want to have a player. I didn't want to have. I actually didn't want to have somebody that I will work with in the same place, because I had it in my previous relationship that I used to work with the same person. And that was something, my biggest fear, right? I was like, bro, if we break up, like, I don't because Iamverse is like my family. Like, I wouldn't want to give up working with Master. Like, one of us needed to go if something would be the case, right? So I wouldn't want that to be the case. But when you make that decision, when you finally make that decision that you say, okay, you know what, I am going to fully commit, then you're in for you're in for it. Like, it's like you take the ship and then you just leave, and then you cannot jump because there's just water, and then you just have to make it work. So it's like that type of commitment that needs to be from both sides, because I also needed to feel that security. Like, are you going to go full in? Am I also going to go full in? Do I have the capacity to say, whatever happens, I'm going to go full in? But it's a commitment. It's a decision. And sometimes people think that love is just something that, oh, that little sparkle. Yes, it's that little sparkle if you make that little sparkle to happen, if you make that commitment to go through. And so working together, living together, doing everything together can be tough sometimes. But at the same time, I wouldn't want it to have any other way. You know, like, I invest so much time together that even if he goes to work without me, because I'm like, okay, when are you going to come back? I miss you already. You know, like, it's like that type of relationship. And like you said, like, sometimes you don't even want to see the person. But at the end of the day, I realized, like, I will never be back in this form. Like, I will never be Angela again. Like, that moment will never come again. And the day that I die, then I will never be with him physically. Maybe I will be with him energetically, but I will never be in this lifetime physically with him. So this is my awakening. This is my own personal spiritual growth. So it makes everything 10 times more, like, precious for me. So I think that's...
You know, I love this discussion, because this is what missing from speaking about love. Spirituality. Since the beginning of this episode, all of our experience your experience has succeeded because of that part, the spirituality. And I'm going to share something personal here. Yeah, everyone in the office tease me about the thing of main camp, but this has happened for real. Like, on my first week on the job, on the main camp, I found this lady, okay? And the funny part is that whenever Master move, imagine her square on Zoom.
She would move as well.
Yes! And for me it was like, no way. Like, Master is here, she's behind him. And Master is there, he's behind him. Is Zoom like, is it an option with Zoom? I don't
because
know.
it depends on the people. So every time somebody opens up the camera or somebody turns it off, it automatically rearranges.
Yeah, and her square will be following Master. And I was like, okay, so the first call, the first event, she had put just a name, like a nickname. Okay, the second, she just added something. And on the third event, Angela called everyone and she said, please do not put nicknames or stuff, or just put your full name. And she put her full name, and I went
Sami
straight.
started stalking.
No. It's not stalking. I went straight away, and I added her on Facebook, and I sent her a message, and I told her, I'm Sami from Iamverse team, and like, nice to meet you, something like
Nice
that.
to meet you.
Yeah, like
As if
very
she is.
nothing stalky. Okay. After a week, she accepted my request. She replied, and we start like chatting. And our what you call it, online relationship has grown in those years, but as a friendship, okay? And like after 6 months, she said like, Sami, why you don't... she invited me to the country where she is, okay?
Oh, is this when you went to?
Yeah, no, don't say it.
Oh.
I want to keep
Come
this...
on, Angela.
No. Respect to
Yeah,
people, no.
to respect to people. But
Yeah.
I'll tell you later.
So,
Sorry, guys, I cannot tell in public.
when I got the invitation, I was like, no, Sami, don't go. Don't say yes or no. Just thank you for the invitation. That's it. Keep cool.
Keep cool.
1 month before my vacation, and I decided to go and visit
The place.
a part of
Okay.
in the world. Okay. It's like, I don't know. It's weird. But when the day I decided to have a trip, she sent me a message. She said, Sami, I don't know how she said it, but in a way, I already invited you when you are coming. And I was like, girl, I don't like reading my mind or what?
Mm-hmm.
So I said, yeah, I will come. So she took care of everything, like where I'm going to stay, the whole program. And she said she's not in that specific place, but she's going to move there. And okay. So I went there, and we had like 7 days, like a honeymoon. But in the same time, it's a discovery. But the moment I arrived, I told her, I came here for you. It's like when you go to someone and ask for the hand of the girl. I went there to ask you to be my girlfriend. She smiled and she said, but first we need to know each other. And on those 7 days, we know each other. Sorry, I'm a bit...
What does that even mean?
Let's
In
keep
and
it
out.
as
It's
Yeah,
in
let's
and
keep-
out. I
Yes.
know you.
No, meaning... Yeah.
anyway, we get to know each other.
Yeah.
And
And then...
Is she the girl that you brought to the office?
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Still, by the way, guys, the team doesn't know about this. This all went for a whole year, and no one knows about that. And after a month, I invited her to Dubai, okay? And she stayed with me. And when I introduced her, they say, wow, your girlfriend looks like very... And I said, she's a member of the community. And they were, what? And I told them the whole story. Even Master started laughing. I'm gonna go to the end. Actually, when she went back home, we broke up. So,
This is also usual.
yeah. No, but in
That
those...
was so like anticlimactic. I was like, oh.
Yes. No. Why I'm saying that and why I'm laughing and I'm taking it not seriously, because I will not change that experience. Because the old Sami will keep that for 1 year, 2 years, 5 years. Because I already found the one. I found someone who loved me. But now, Sami, during those 2 weeks, this is not the same Sami. Because of
Meaning?
spirituality, because I start knowing myself.
yes, and you understand that it's not about them loving you, but you
Yes.
loving yourself enough
Yes.
for you to be able to kind of attract whatever that person
Yeah.
comes and loves you the way you are, but you don't have to prove something to someone.
Yeah.
To be
And I
loved.
said, this is not the person for me. Yes, they love me, but I love them, yes, but they are not the right person for me. And if I didn't have that experience firsthand with Master, with you, with Man, I admire you, because you are the embodiment. You are young, we are the same age, but at the same time, you show me professionally, personally, you embody that. Being spiritual, being young, being successful. And
But I think it's important to highlight, and I think this is what we're working towards too. And I know, like, Roshni and Trif and some of you might be new in the community, but this is actually one of the main reasons why I committed myself to Iamverse, and in a way I continue to be committed with Iamverse, is because it's not just a personal development company. It's not that. Like, the inner core of the community, of the company, and what we're wanting to spread out is spirituality side of it, and how you can continue being an individual and be limitless, and how to manifest everything and anything that you want, and understanding that relationship is just one pillar of your life. But if I leave tomorrow, then I have done so many other things, but I have had this space, and this is what we always speak about in Iamverse. We say your tribe equals your vibe. How you attract, what is it that you attract, who is it that you are in the inner core. And a lot of people have come and gone throughout the organization as a team members and whatnot, but in my perspective, they don't really understand the inner core of the organization and what is it that we're fighting for. Because just how you might be struggling right now, or how many other people might be struggling with, rejection, which a lot of people struggle with, not only female wise but male wise. If that person can come into the community and understand that, wait a minute, yes, love is important, yes, relationship is important, but I am even more important than anything else. And you work on yourself, and you build yourself, and you become more confident in what you do, and we can provide that platform for people. And this is what we're wanting to do with the Karma League and the metaverse and all of the different things. Then you can find the right people at the right time, but because you have gotten that foundation of spirituality. Because that was the one point for me that changed the whole ball game, to understand that, oh, wait a minute, I'm not just somebody's girlfriend, but I'm more than that. I'm more than just being a wife or a mom or whatever. I am this huge divine spirit that I can do whatever I want based on a good intention. So I think that is what I love about Iamverse, but we cannot explain all of this through Instagram. So thank you, Roshni, for taking lead on the project of a podcast of Iamverse.
Thank you. And with this, I think we should wrap up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Angela, I just want to tell you that can you please invite people for the upcoming 5 days manifestation challenge and manifesting miracles, which is coming soon. So yeah, Angela will be the host. Yeah.
No, actually, if it's really up to anybody who feels identified with this message. I feel like we do what we can do every single day. We wake up, we put content out, we try our best, right? And I think you guys have gotten to know us a little bit better and our stories individually. And this is what we do. We help people manifest, and we are living proof. I'm living proof of manifestation, specifically the techniques that Master has worked on. And if you want to manifest something in your life, whether it be the love of your life, whether it be whatever, come. Let us teach us and let us show you guys. And, Manifest the Miracles is our signature event, because that's why we call it Manifest the Miracles, because there's a lot of miracles happening. I believe that one of my miracles have been to be able to meet you.
Ooh.
So if you want to manifest, just come and
Just
join
come.
us. Sami
Just
will be
come.
behind the scenes looking for you. You know, we never know.
Be aware about that.
But please come. Roshni will be there taking some socials of you. But we're a big family, so come.
Yes. And also, so comment below if you want the link for manifesting miracles that will provide you on the like what did I say?
Please do not cut this. Please
Yeah.
leave it like this.
Why do you need MM? Sorry. You tell
it's
them
coming
why
soon,
you
yeah.
need it.
It's manifesting miracles, so it will be coming soon. So just comment below and then we'll provide you the link in the description or we'll DM you personally. Thank you. And also like and subscribe to our channel so you'll get to watch more episodes like this. Thank you.
Thank you.